Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's doing good. Another beautiful day, another opportunity where we can do our best, give our best, and be our best. So usually, I've already had some thoughts going into this video. Before I start this video, I want to be more direct and just give you guys these points that I've learned, that I've discovered, that I've been holding on to keep moving forward and not to dwell on the past for any reason. Just consider this video the first one for the series called It's All Mental, where I believe for us to push through each level in life, you must adopt a new perspective. You can't go through life with the same perspective towards everything and not remain where you're at. You learn, you implement, you take action, you move forward. Let's get to the meat and to the potatoes of this. The intention that I am spreading a message about is mainly for men to be at their best. And I'm not saying this is for men because the women, it don't matter. But I'm here to help the men because I am a man. I can't really talk for the woman because, hello, I don't know if you haven't noticed, brother, but I'm not a woman. So I'll say it in before and after. Before would be unintentional, no purpose, stagnant, weak, chasing the wrong things. All that into one would influence your life's decisions, your moves, your actions, your thoughts, everything about yourself. So when you have the wrong mindset, you're chasing the wrong things, which is going to give you the wrong output, the wrong outcome. The wrong relationships, the wrong places, the wrong goals, the wrong dreams. Pretty much you're not going to be doing the right things. So here's the after. I believe in changing, or at least for me, here, how about this? I'll start talking about myself, maybe it'll be easier to word it. So throughout life, I was prioritizing relationships with everyone and everything but the relationship with myself and God, of course. Being weak, validation, all these typical things that you hear about. Feeling like you're not enough. But what changed that is going through enough bullshit, heartbreak, disappointments in others and in myself, being very, very self-analytical, being very self-observant, and the gift and curse of spending most of my time alone, whether it was intentional or not. I've always been in the back, just observing the world, observing myself, observing others, and I overthink, which could also be a blessing and a curse itself if you're not using it properly. So you take the recipe of always being alone, always overthinking, always being self-aware, self-analyzing, and that's a recipe for choosing to understand where I am, where I've been, what have I been doing, what have I been doing right, wrong, where do I want to get to, where do I need to be. And I'm 30 years old right now, so it's been a long time of thinking about all that. And up until now, I've always looked at it like a bad thing. It's just a bad mental frame of just being alone, thinking too much, analyzing everything. And maybe my goal was to make life the most comfortable and avoiding the uncomfortable situations, avoiding the bad and being around the good. Maybe that was my goal. And I worked so hard to figure my shit out and to think ahead. I'm like, how can I avoid this? How can I avoid that? How can I not put myself in this situation? Whether it was awkward, whether it's tense, whether it's with business, or whether it's with a girl, dating, personal, business, anything. I just always wanted to put myself in the best situations. And this may sound a little bit shallow or full of ego, but I always wanted to put myself in the situations that would make me look the best. Or how about this? I always wanted to put myself in situations that would make me look or be at my best once I pass with enough practice. What do I mean by that? Being confident and being dependent on myself. Because that's one thing I admired in others. I would always get jealous when I would see someone comfortable enough to go out on their own, be by themselves, not depend on others, walk in a building and not look at the floor, never break eye contact, be intentional about where you are and where you're going, looking at everyone in the room, making sure everyone feels acknowledged. So in a sense, it's being the people's man with integrity. You want to lift others up, because it's not a common thing. It's not normal where society's intentions are to help each other and pull each other up or push each other up. If you get a sense of that, or at least if I get a sense of somebody trying to help, I'm always shocked. And that's what sucks, is I'm even shocked when someone's nice, because It's sad to say, but it's not the common thing. It's not, you don't run into a lot, or at least for me, I don't run into too many nice situations. I always try to look at the best of every situation, every opportunity. I always try to find the best, forgive me. Forget the try. I always work on finding the best in everything and everyone. But that's a problem in itself, because you always see more potential in others than they see themselves, which will cause frustration and confusion. So just focus on yourself, and whoever's meant to be there will be there in that journey. And if nobody's there yet, you can still help others by being your best, and you can inspire others. So where am I at now? Focusing on a goal, focusing on my music, my real estate, these little goals on the side. Well, it's not little, but focusing on accomplishments. I'm no longer chasing anybody for anything, whether it's a relationship, it's dating, it's my friend's time. If I think this girl is pretty, whoever, I don't care anymore. I've heard so many times that you're not supposed to be chasing, and if you are, it's not it. And if you have any self-respect, you're not gonna be chasing anyone or anything. If you love yourself and you have respect for yourself, and so does the other person, they wouldn't let you chase them. Some will say that's a sacrifice, and maybe it is, because I'm sacrificing nights out, fun, activities, dating, women, hooking up, all that. And to be honest, your boy is handsome, so it's not that easy to sacrifice that. But that's neither here nor there. I said in my other video that when a man chases what's supposed to be added bonus to his life, he can jeopardize everything. You chase women around, when you chase relationships, when you chase external bullshit, jeopardize your goals and your purpose in life. Being able to provide for the family and spoil your family, take your parents out, take your loved ones out, take them traveling, put them on boats, put them in helicopters and planes. And I noticed I lost a lot of time when I was chasing, when I could have been working. But it's okay, we can't regret, because we learn from those and we use it to our present moment to make our future better. So we learn from our past, implement the lessons for today's to make our tomorrow's better. Shit, I need to stop stuttering. So what do? We learn the lessons from our past, take them, implement them in our today's to make our tomorrows better. And this is not to downplay women, but this is to downplay the priority that men have on, I want to say women. Because when you put priority on ass, sex, and all this bullshit, just trying to hook up, that's all you're thinking about. So in the back of your mind, that's all you're planning around. But when you put that to the side, start focusing on waking up early, going to the gym, being clean, always being fresh, taking care of your hygiene, which is simple. That should be part of common sense, but let's be real. Common sense nowadays is not that common. So you gotta focus on the good stuff in your life and make it better. And you'll notice when you stop chasing, it all comes to you. But you gotta accept it mentally first, that it's not just a front you're putting as if you don't care, but you really don't care about the bullshit. And you really care about making gains in the gym, eating better, eating healthier. All the corny and cheesy shit that you hear about is true. You have to be very real with yourself, which means you have to take full accountability for the good and bad days. You can't blame anything or anyone, because when you blame, you give that or them power. So take full accountability as if you're the only child. You can have people around you, older or younger, taking care of you, or wishing you the best, or helping you out. But at the end of the day, it's just you, yourself. So you gotta take full accountability. Work on yourself and be confident in who you are, what you stand for, what you believe in. Figure out your style. Figure out what looks good on you. Figure out what works and what doesn't work. Speak from the chest. Calm down when you're talking to people. Control the pace. If somebody comes up to you with all that energy, they're just on one. Don't be influenced by it and start matching their speed like a crackhead. Whatever energy you face, you don't always have to match it. You can, because I read a book on how to make people like you or how to influence others. And one of the lessons is to match their energy. You don't always want to do that, because then you just lose grip and it becomes one of those uncomfortable situations where you're just trying to catch your breath and figure out what they're going to say and what you're going to say next. So calm your shit down, control the room, breathe in, breathe out. Even if you don't have a lot of knowledge on the topic, It's okay to admit, hey, listen, I'm not too informed on this topic. I'd love to learn more. Give me some time to get some more information on this, and we'll circle back to it. All that, you just got to be conscious and aware. So here are the lessons. Be so focused on being at your best in every area of life that you don't have time to focus on anything that's unproductive, inefficient, lazy, no distractions. Be so focused on yourself and creating the life that you want that you don't have any time for bullshit. Filter out the relationships, whether it's friends or dating. And here's my lesson for friends. Just because you know somebody for a long time doesn't mean you have to stay with that person. Just because you've known a friend from childhood or for a very long time doesn't mean that that person is going to be there with you in the next chapter or the chapters ahead. Meaning you don't have to hold on to relationships if you don't feel that they're bettering you, or if you always feel drained around certain people. It's okay to love them from a distance, which takes practice in itself. Get more comfortable with saying no, because when you say no, you're saying yes to yourself. Realize how many times throughout the month or the week or the day you're saying yes. The same way as catch yourself every time you're complaining, and catch yourself every time you're about to say a quick yes. It takes practice. When you practice on becoming more aware of these things, you'll realize how often you've been saying them. How often you've been saying yes for some dumb shit, and how often you've been complaining. So again, the lesson of the day is, it's all mental, and work on adopting the right mindset, the right perspective to push through whatever level you're at, whatever phase you're at or in. My phase right now is to take action. I started overthinking when I started doing all the YouTube videos and workout videos. I got in my head, I started comparing myself to others, and I started thinking about what if this person would see it, what if the family, what other friends, caring about others' opinions. So it made me take a step back, and I slowed down on the content a lot. But again, because of the blessing of being self-observant, I realized that I was slowing down, where in the beginning I was very passionate and excited because I felt I was very purposeful in doing these videos and helping others. And I let the very thing that I'm talking to you guys about slow me down. Not being confident in myself, caring too much about what others think in comparison. So, I hope you guys found some useful tips in this video, and there will be more to come to get us closer to our goals and dreams. I hope y'all have a great day, and P.S. don't put anybody down to make yourself feel better. So, deuces.